Hello, this is Stephen Whitfield with Drilling Contractor. Right now, I'm joined by Arash Shadravan, Energy Business Development Manager at Roboze, and we're going to be talking about additive manufacturing, or 3D printing, and the role that it can play in the oil and gas drilling industry. Mr. Shadravan is joining us now from the 2021 Offshore Technology Conference. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Stephen, for having me. It's a pleasure to have this interview with you.
So, Arash, you spoke at OTC during the Rice Alliance Energy Venture Day about the Argo 1000 industrial 3D printer. Can you tell us about what this printer can do? How is it different from other industrial 3D printers, and what value do you think it can bring to the oil and gas drilling industry?
Absolutely. Thank you, Stephen, for the questions. Argo 1000 is the largest non-metallic, basically polymeric composite materials 3D printers in the world. So the size itself is the unique aspects of this technology. In addition, basically printing on demand at the point of use is revolutionizing the supply chain. You have more control. Materials that we 3D print, they are lighter, but they're more corrosion resistant, they're heat resistant, and these are elements that you need for any successful drilling operation. So having ability to print larger parts on demand and basically closer to the point of use are basically the success factor for the adoptions of this Argo 1000 technology. We cut cost, we cut the lead time because we're additively manufacturing a large part. Imagine if you want to make one by one part, in the future, you have to subtractively manufacture. You have to cut a lot of materials. There's going to be a lot of materials waste. We just don't do that. So from sustainability standpoint, this is an amazing gateway for us to the future to enable drilling operations for extreme conditions.
Now, 3D printing is not widely used in the oil and gas industry right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the biggest challenges that you see in scaling up the use of 3D printing? What technical limitations do you think need to be overcome to see that happen?
Absolutely. So one of the values that I think Argo 1000 and Argo series in general, Roboze 3D printers, they bring into the market, into the energy sector, is basically the way that we manufacture material. The way that we manufacture material is that we have a heated chamber, we have a heated basic environment that we process the material from its infant materials stage. And so we go above the TG of the peak and we process it basically down. And so that, mechanics and heat transfer is mastered to optimize the mechanical properties that is needed for the oil and gas operations and drilling operations. So, today we are having materials that they are corrosion resistance. They are heat resistance, and downhole conditions, really high pressure, high temperature wells that we're drilling currently industry is very busy with. The challenging environment will be basically enabled by this technology.
I understand that Roboze is co-chairing the API 20T to develop an additive manufacturing standard. Can you tell us what the group aims to achieve with this standard? How's the work going? And how close are we to seeing a document that the oil and gas industry can use?
Absolutely. Thank you for the question, Stephen. American Petroleum Institute is one of the most recognized institutions in the world for standardizations and adopting new technologies in the oil and gas, not only in the US, but also internationally. We are proud to be part of the larger group, industry group, comprised of the energy producers, largest energy producers in the world, the service companies, and the EPCs. The work basically in the process, the API 20T, there's many eyes in the industry that they're looking at, the manufacturing process. They're understanding the supply chain, how these materials are coming, the traceability of the materials, how do we manufacture this, and then how do we test these materials to make sure that this technology is primarily de-risked, and then we can use it for industrial applications. Really, our technology enables the manufacturing, but API is an element that ensures and secures the adoption. So the work is going very good. We're proud to say that we're working on a document on a weekly or bi-weekly basis with industry counterparts, and this document would be available as early as next year.
Well, Arash, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. Additive manufacturing is such a hot topic now. In industrial applications, and seeing how it will work within the oil and gas industry is something that we're all going to be looking forward to. And seeing Roboze's offerings, how they fit within that area, that's also something that we'll be interested in looking at. So thank you so much for taking the time again today.
Thank you very much, Stephen, for having me. We're very passionate and excited to implement that technology in the oil field, in the energy sector, and bring efficiency to the manufacturing of tomorrow, day in, day out.
And thank you for visiting Drilling Contractor.